Hey guys, welcome back to a brand spankingly new deep playthrough of WRC 8. I'm still in a lot of other playthroughs that I did not finish yet, but as I'm doing like these deep playthroughs, they tend to be quite long. So sometimes a bit of change of scenery is needed to keep the fun alive, so to say. So I'm also still doing Gran Turismo Sport, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Skyrim stuff. But suddenly it hit me. I saw this game came out like almost a year ago. It's just read about it on the internet recently, and I was like, man, I had so much fun memories of the time. I think it was on the PlayStation 2 with Colin McRae Rally. I think it was Codemasters, and then the rivalry with WRC, the official game, which both had their strengths and weaknesses at the time. I didn't really play a lot of WRC games since then. I did buy number 6 at a sale, but yeah, it didn't really appeal to me. I played a little bit of Dirt, was quite cool, but also the graphics were nice, but it was hard to control. I read a lot of positive things about this game, and indeed I must say it is great. This is by far the best rally game I've played in a long time. I also played Richard Burns Rally, which was cool, realistic, but this one is realistic as well. It's sim focused, but it also is adrenaline focused. It has a way big sense of speed and of adrenaline rushing, and like, ooh man, I just made that corner, ooh, I just cleared that rock, and it's a really fun game from what I've read, and a couple of races that I did just now to check out the game a bit. I will be doing the career mode and see as far as I get. Sorry if I'm talking a bit loud, because the music is quite hard in my headset. I sometimes have difficulty hearing myself speak, so I tend to subconsciously start speaking louder, which can be quite annoying. I can understand. I can imagine, but deep playthrough, so let's go to the career. There won't be any side missions, or maybe some side events. We'll be doing those as well. I will be driving it in 4K max settings on a 9900K 280 Ti PC setup with the T500 RS racing wheel. Recording, normally I have like this Avermedia card, but there's no HDR in this game, so I can just as well, I think, use NVIDIA Shadowplay, so I'm using that for the recording. 40-minute episodes, as to not create too humongous file sizes and have YouTube mess up the processing, which happens quite a lot, that they don't get the full 4K treatment in YouTube. So that's about it. Let's dive into the career. Where is the career? Here we go. Driver selection. Slot 1. Let's type my name. Rombbb. Oh, that's not Rombbb. But this is. And then we do gaming. It's not my real surname, but don't tell anybody. And then we do nationality. Let's do my real nationality. Hope it's here. Yes, Dutch. And here we go. Difficulty. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I will put everything to max. 0 assist. Authentic. Realistic. Perma crash. Limits the number of attempts per event to 1, regardless of the difficulty mode chosen. The number of attempts you can. Attempts for what? For respawning, or actually for attempting the events? I will keep this off, because if they're quite long stages, it would be a bummer if you're like 5 stages into the session And then you have a perma crash and have to start over 5 10 kilometer sections. So I will leave this off. There's a limit to how hardcore it can be. Alright, we can do Junior WRC or 2 Privateer. You only have 3 chances. What does that mean? Join the Junior WRC Championship and compete against other contenders to become champion. Each participant uses the same car, front-wheel drive, Ford Fiesta R2. You can join the WRC Junior Championship without taking a test. Recommended for a first career and an optimal game experience. Take part in the WRC 2 Championship with a 4-wheel drive car specially prepared for the competition. You can choose from several cars and you'll be in direct competition with the best drivers in the discipline. Several teams and cars are available, but you have to impress the recruiters first. Not recommended for inexperienced players. I think I am just going to start with the junior one and make my way up. That's a nice career progression feel. And otherwise I will also never touch the front wheel cars probably anyway. So this is a good opportunity to force myself to use front rear, because I would imagine the real WRC cars, they are all 4-wheel drive. So front wheel drive, same car. Yes, let's do that. Oh, it will all be a Ford, I guess. So it's more or less only in the WRC championship. So there's no objectives. So this is more choosing the livery. I will be going with this one. Do you want to enable the career mode tutorial? It will guide you through the various aspects of crew management. Yes. Worn tires affect the car's grip on the road. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of detail in this game. You can really, you hear mechanical damage.
Welcome to the workshop. This is where you make race preparations, manage your crew, and organise your event calendar. Some areas are inaccessible for now. They will unlock as you progress. As a professional driver, you must train regularly. The crew has developed different events for you. Go to your calendar to check them out.
It feels a bit like, I think, project cars, like this career setup with the voiceover and stuff. But anyways, there's quite a lot of detail, like wear and tear, mechanical damage, the flat tires, dirty windshields, pops and bangs when your engine is giving up. It's, yeah, apparently it's really, I think if you're really fully into it, it can be a really immersive experience. And by the way, I'm also, that's also my niche, disabling the HUD. That's totally unimmersive, so you won't have any HUD, only the car and the scenery to get fully immersed. Alright, so we have to check the calendar apparently. Let's do that.
Use the calendar to select the different events you want to take part in. They will help you prepare for official championship rallies. To start, select the current week.
Alright, where do I see the current week?
Now select the event for this week. There is currently only one available.
Training.
Repeat this step for the following week.
Okay, so each square is a week. That's fine. Now what?
You have scheduled events for the next 2 weeks.
All right.
You can now return to the workshop.
Okay.
You can now start the scheduled event.
Alright, what's the menu that... I cannot move anything here. At least the steering wheel doesn't allow me to move it. The menu, so let's start the event. Hopefully those front wheel drive cars are not too boring. It's just taking a bit of the scenery. Where is this? This looks to be like Greece or Spain or something. Or Argentina. Alright, there's also like a clutch in this game, and I understood it's mostly only for I have pedal shifters.
This is a training event where each of the tracks loop around back to the start. You can do as many laps as you want to win the best medal possible.
Alright, soft gravel, that looks to be good. Options, enter training, quit. And the thing is, the clutch I will use only for launches, like in real life, and also all the assists are off. Apparently, I wasn't aware, but even 2020 WRC cars do not have ABS and traction control and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool. So that's all off. Here we go, I guess. I still have to practice these launches a bit with the clutch, because I tend to forget the brake, and then the car moves slowly forwards, and then I can have a false start. So we'll have to mind that. Here we go. Holy shit. This car is way slower than the test car I drove, or the test session I had before starting the playthrough. But it might be good to check it out anyways. Let's try to get a fast lap. The sound is pretty immersive, with the rocks hitting like the fenders. Holy shit, the camber in the roads, pretty tricky. Two more rounds. This is a really tricky corner over here. One more. It's pretty addictive. Oops. Screw that one. Alright, so that was that. Restart and training. Your best medal will be kept. Yes. What's that? Bronze, I think. Not the best. Alright. We have a bit of morale. Not sure how that ties into the game, but we'll see.
You scheduled 2 events. You can now start the second.
Alright, here we go. More or less the same, maybe the other way around. Gonna see if I can just hold the clutch. Yes. I don't need to hold the clutch, I can just hold the brake and rev the engine. Here we go. Holy shit. Forgot where I had to go. Right. Pretty hard to gauge the braking points. One more. All right, that was that, and the training. I think that is a bronze one as well.
By taking part in events, you've earned skill points. Head over to the R&D area to use them.
All right, let's do that.
This is the research and development area. R&D is split into several branches that unlock as you progress through your career. The performance and reliability branches are currently unavailable. You will unlock them when you move up to the higher championship category. Each time you level up, you earn 1 R&D point to invest.
All right.
You have 1 R&D point to spend.
Why?
Use 1 to unlock the meteorologist, who will be very useful throughout your driving career.
Alright, we'll do that. I wanted to say, why is the text in the top right? It was in French, probably a bug, but now it's correctly in English. Apparently also the weather is dynamic in this game, which is quite cool. So you really have to have a meteorologist to be able to choose the best, most suitable tires for the race. Re-specialization. You can also do a respec. Alright, but how do I move my cursor? I can't.
The meteorologist helps you plan the best strategy for the race by providing a weather forecast.
Very nice.
You can unlock other professions as you progress. Now return to the workshop.
So we have team, performance, reliability and crew.
Now head over to the crew management area. This is where you can manage crew members. They are divided into 6 different professions. On each card, you can view their name, skills, and rarity.
Right.
Each type of profession has its own specific skills. These skills influence different parts of the game, and their level varies according to the rarity of the crew member. They also have a form gauge that decreases from event to event. To increase the physical form of a crew member, you can place them in the reserve or do a rest event. You must pay your active crew members after each rally. Use the recruitment interface to recruit a crew member, but be careful. Members offered for recruitment are not available indefinitely.
It's all pretty
Finally,
fun, I must
your
say.
crew members share morale, which affects their skills. Now, assign a meteorologist to your active crew.
Alright. What is pre? This one is more expensive, so probably the higher pre, the better. PRE, reputation or something. Alright, this is a guy from Scandinavia. And here we have a guy from, I don't know, Portugal or something. How much money do I have? 70,000. Alright. Agents, quality. Ah, pre is maybe prediction. This is quality. Repair. Ah, this is repair speed. And agent has like rare events. And meteorologist, yeah, I think it's like prediction. The pre. Now what? Do I also assign others? Let's do a mechanic. Repair. Holy shit. This one is actually better. Ah, it also has a higher repair stat. I'm going with Anissa. Yes. And let's assign a agent. Michaela is way better than Abdirahman Kelly. And I think we're good to go. What's this? Perks reserve. Don't have that. And let's see, what's this? Recruitment. Ah, here you can recruit, I guess. Physical therapist. Holy shit, it's quite elaborate, this. Engineer. Do I want to recruit 33? He's better at the weather. I just hired this guy, so let's keep that guy. Would be a bit weird to already let him go now. Engineer. An engineer and I have a mechanic. That are two different professions. So this profession I probably have not unlocked yet. Let's try it anyway. You have not unlocked this profession yet. Alright. Physical therapist. Alright. Let's get back. And then collection. What's this? Crew reserve. Perk reserve. Alright, so we have a mechanic, marketing, or agent. And we have a meteorologist. Now what? Head to the test area to drive without constraints and to set up your car in real time. No, already did that. It's a pretty fun test area, but I will do that later. Yeah, I do that while testing myself. View the drivers and manufacturer standings. Nothing yet. What the hell is this? View your race statistics for each rally. I have to move my little speaker. It's in front of the letters. One sec. Alright. Objectives. Short-term objective. Do not spend more than 16,000 on repairs in the next rally. Can I change it? Changing objective will automatically create a new objective but carries a penalty to your manufacturer relationship. Are you sure you want to change? No. Medium-term objective, perform at least 3 extreme condition events in 6 weeks. Manufacturer reputation. Alright. Males, crew management. Yeah, that's where we were earlier. R&D. Unlock the engineer. How many? I have more points, I think. Unlock the engineer. Increases experience gains and boosts the chances of getting perks and rewards. I already have them unlocked, right? The engineer. Ah, I have the mechanic. Unlock the mechanic. Allows you to repair your car between rally days. Reduces degradation of the car's condition during all types of events. Unlocked in WRC 2. Repair, and I have no idea what REL is. Degradation, reliability probably. Alright, I can unlock more peoples, increases the amount of events, increases the number of periods in the weather forecast for each stage. Alright, let's check out the team. Reduces moral loss, increases moral bonus, increases reputation, form, money, maximum number of recruits, increases the size of the reserve. I think increases mechanic speeds, unlock the financial director, reduces costs, savings, and increases money earned. Let's first get to the persons that I... Ah, okay, no, I have 0 points. I thought I have 2 when you see it to the right, but actually in the middle of the upgrade screen it's 0. But first I will probably, next time I will unlock the 2 persons that I have in my pool. That's the engineer. And I think I also have the physical therapist. And meteorologist and the mechanic and the agent we have activated. R&D, that's where we just came from. It's a bit annoying when you're in a menu and you go back. The cursor is gone from the left side menu. You have to go all the way through it again, which is quite annoying. Let's try that again. Go back. Oh, here it remembers it. Manufacturer reputation. Citroen, Ford, Honda, Toyota. There are actually not that many brands in the WRC, I must say. Only 4. Ah, there it's not remembered. The cursor. Here it is. It's really weird. Here it's not. And I cannot just start from the top. So each time it doesn't remember it, I have to scroll through all these things to get to where I want. It's quite annoying. Alright, here we go. Next event. Select event.
A new event is available. An extreme conditions event.
Registration fees. Alright, a victory. Beat the clock in a car selected for you. During these events you must drive under extreme weather conditions with a severely damaged car. Alright, let's do that.
You can now start the scheduled event.
Here we go. Beat the clock in a car selected for you. Yeah, I've put it Like to the maximum
This is
difficulty.
an extreme conditions event.
I wonder whether I will be able to do it.
You're a severely damaged car in challenging weather conditions. You must drive as far as possible in the allotted time.
Alright, let's do that. Holy shit.
Into left 4 short, into hairpin right, open.
Holy shit. Peoples. Alright, can I start over? Let's start this one over. I have only 4 restarts.
Into left 4 short, into hairpin right, open. Left 5, keep into left 4, 30. Hairpin left into hairpin right.
Man, I can hardly turn the steering wheel in this car.
And left 3 short into right 4 short. Hairpin left 40. Right 3, tightens. And left 3 short into hairpin right.
Holy shit. That's not too good. Holy shit. Maybe I shouldn't have put it to like...
You've just received an email. Go to the email menu to read it.
Maybe I shouldn't have put it to like the hardest difficulty, but this car was hardly controllable, seriously.
Use your inbox to read and reply to emails. Some
I-
emails will require an answer from you. Now that you're familiar with the email system, go back to the workshop.
Here's some information about the next rally, the Rally Sweden. The state's considered one of the fastest, takes place entirely in the snow. Be vigilant when racing, especially when negotiating curves on frozen roads lined with snow walls. Good luck, regards.
Now, let's take a look at your objectives. There are several types of objectives: season objectives and short-term objectives. Both types help to improve your relationship with the manufacturer. Your season objective is on the left. The objective will be set later when you reach the WRC category. Your short-term objective is in the middle. Complete it successfully to impress your manufacturer. On the right is your manufacturer reputation. It represents how good the relationship is between you and your manufacturer. The lower your manufacturer reputation, the greater the risk of being dropped from the team.
Alright, anyways, must not forget, I simply should drive a bit cautious and do not spend more than 16k on repairs. And then I meet my objective, and that's good for the reputation with the manufacturer. So let's not forget that. I tend to forget stuff like that.
Now that you have the basics, it's time for you to take part in your first rally.
Holy shit. Alright, let's do that. Only 4 minutes left in the episode, or the 40-minute timer. So let's just do that in the next episode. Guys, hope you enjoyed. I'm still really learning the ropes, trying to get to grips with the game, but I really have a good feeling about it. Maybe the choice of starting in a junior competition is not the best. It's a bit, the cars are a bit more boring and stuff, but I do want to, it's deep playthrough, want to get the full experience. I hope it won't be like that I have to do, if I then start WRC 2 and then only the real WRC, that I have to do like 3 campaigns, because that will be of course a bit too much. Only doing one campaign will probably take me way longer than the average gamer. So 3 will be a bit much, but let's just see where how it turns out. I have good hope. Enjoyed it. Hope to see you in the next one. If you liked it, please leave a like, a share, or maybe even a subscribe. And for the meantime, do not forget, as I always am accustomed to repeat and imprint into everybody's minds, never forget to keep on gaming. See you later.